Well, a freak of nature weather phenomenon is happening in Syracuse, New York today. Some towns in northern Syracuse will be buried in several feet of snow, but just 10 miles away, it'll only be an inch or two. So how on earth is this possible? Here to explain it all, CBS News meteorologist and climate change expert Jeff Berardelli. Jeff, what is happening here?
Well, first of all, I'm a nerd, so that's what's happening here. No, this is great. I mean, I think even for people that aren't weather nerds, you're going to love this. So this is lake effect snow. Lake effect snow is common. We get it every year, and we get these obscene totals of snow. Sometimes it's 2, 3, 4 feet, sometimes even more than that. Some places in the history of lake effect snow near the Tug Hill Plateau have gotten as much as 10 or 11 feet of snow. This time we're likely to see about 4 feet just to the north of Syracuse. So take a look at this right there. See that fire hose of intense snow? You can kind of see that line of blue comes from Lake Superior, picks up moisture there, picks up moisture over Lake Huron, picks up moisture over Lake Ontario, and then shoots that fire hose of snow across Lake Ontario. Look at how heavy that snow is. And then right towards something called the Tug Hill Plateau. And the reason why the Tug Hill gets it is not only they're in line with Lake Ontario, but it's also a hill. So when the air hits the hill, it's lifted up into the atmosphere, causes these boiling clouds above the ground.
Wow.
The water temperature is about 40 degrees. It's been very warm this year, very warm. And up in the clouds, it's 0. That contrast determines how heavy the snow is going to be. This year, there's a huge contrast, especially for late in the season in February when really there should be a lot of ice. So that evaporation and condensation and that strong wind and those 3 lakes combining, 700 miles of a fire hose pointed right at the Tug Hill. And so snowfall rates 3, 4, 5 inches an hour. Some places right there will get 48 inches of snow.
So, Jeff, how is it possible you've got all this snow in one area and just a matter of miles away? Is that normal? Has that happened before?
It happens all the time.
Really?
It is the coolest phenomena in weather, and I think on the Earth.
Yeah.
Well, one of them at least. So we have a map to show you snowfall totals just to give you an idea. So watch this. Redfield is right on the top of the Tug Hill Plateau. Of course, Syracuse is on the bottom of your screen right there. You drive 20, 30 miles or so, you go from 3 to 5 feet to 1 to 3 inches. And in some areas, actually, it's more like you drive 15 miles and you go from 3 to 4 feet of snow to 1 or 2 inches. I mean, so that's how targeted and laser sharp focus this snow is. And you can see if you're not near the lakes, New York City, Boston, you're not getting anything. Now, there'll be a dusting in places that are, 50 miles from the lakes. There'll be like snow showers and snow flurries and snow squalls, but you got to be near the lakes to get the heavy snow. Southwestern New York around Cattaraugus and Chautauqua counties, south of Buffalo, we'll see about 1 to 2 feet of snow, but it's really the Tug Hill where the bullseye will be.
So are there any other parts in the U.S. that are kind of similar, seeing this sort of similar phenomenon?
It can happen in other parts of the U.S. Like if there's a northeast wind in Chicago, and it doesn't happen often, but when there is, they get like enhanced snow. They can get a little snowfall there. Cape Cod gets ocean effect snow because they have that little thing that kind of hangs out, that little hook, and the bay will oftentimes produce some lake effect snow, usually not much. It has happened in Cape Canaveral in Florida.
No way.
Once or twice in history, it has happened. But that's kind of a look at the signature on radar there in western New York, where you kind of have, you could see it's enhanced right near the lake. Well, that's going to become even more so enhanced tonight. So the heaviest snow happens tonight and tomorrow morning. And it is just going to pile up. In fact, in some cases, it will pile up to the tops of people's front doors.
Wow.
That's how, but they're used to it. They're used to it. Those folks know how to handle snow. Some places have gotten over 300, 400 inches a year in that area.
That's just incredible. Well, thank you for bringing us the story. I had no idea. Jeff Berardelli, thank you very much.
You're welcome.